Take a few minutes to get comfortable. Close your eyes. Try to regulate your breathing. Slow your breathing down, deeply and slowly, in through your nose, out through your mouth. Take a moment to focus on your breathing. Start to feel a sense of calm and relaxation as you breathe in slowly through your nose and out through your mouth. Pay attention to how your body is feeling. Notice any tension in your back, your shoulders, your neck, and just try to let that go away. Breathe in slowly and deeply through your nose and out through your mouth. Relax your hands. Make sure they're not clenched. Just try to free your mind of any thoughts. Focus only on your breathing as you try to relax. Now that you're feeling a little more relaxed and your mind is a little more clear, I want you to imagine that you're walking through the forest on a warm day. The sun is shining brightly. You can hear birds twittering. There is a gentle breeze blowing. The sun is warm on your head and shoulders. And as you walk, let that warmth radiate down through the rest of your body. Feel the warmth as it spreads down your arms, down your back, down your torso, all the way down your legs to your feet. As you continue to breathe slowly in through your nose and out through your mouth. As you walk through the forest, you suddenly come to a clearing, and there's a house. It's a warm, inviting house. It looks very friendly. And so you walk up to the house, and you notice that the front door is wide open, inviting you in. You walk up under the porch, and you go through the door. As you enter the house, you find yourself in a great big room. It's open, welcoming you into the house. It's painted a color of joy. As you stand there looking around, you continue to feel a sense of peace, calm, and relaxation. You're curious about the house, and so you walk through the room. When you get to the other side, you find a hallway with 3 doors. You go through the first door and you open it, and when you walk in, the room is painted a color of sadness. You notice that there is a trunk wide open in the corner of the room. As you stand in this room painted the color of sadness, you start to think about the people or events that have made you feel sad, unhappy, and even afraid, the anxious and sad times of your life. You allow yourself to think about them and feel these emotions. While you do so, pay attention to how your body feels. You might feel burdened. You might feel heavy. You might feel as though you have a weight on your shoulder. Or you might feel tense and wound up. These feelings come from the emotions. You decide that you no longer want to feel this weight, burden, and tenseness. And so you walk over to the trunk. Suddenly you know what to do. You take the sadness and you place it in the trunk. You take the hurt and the anxiety and you place it in the trunk. You take the pain and you place it in the trunk. You may not get rid of all of it today, but you can come back. You can revisit this house and this room and unload all the burdens in the trunk. You're not putting them in the trunk to shut them away forever. You're doing it to help ease the burden and the weight that these emotions have cost you. You can come back and revisit them to help you with the healing. But for now, you're looking for release from the burden and the weight. And so you place the hurt and the sadness and the fear and the pain into the trunk, and you close the lid. When you close the lid, you realize that you feel a little bit lighter. Suddenly, that weight that's been pressing down on you doesn't feel so bad. You feel more at peace, more calm, more relaxed. You take a moment to sense that relief. You found a way to release that burden. After a minute, you decide that you're done with this room, at least for now. You know you can come back anytime. And so now you want to go and see what the other doors lead to. You turn and you walk out of that room, leaving the door open behind you so you can always come back. And you continue to walk down the hall. You come to the second door, and when you open this door and enter, you notice that the room is painted a color for anger. As you stand in the room and look at the walls, and you see the color, you suddenly notice that your body is feeling more tense again. You're not as relaxed as you were when you entered the room. You may be breathing a little faster. Your heart may be beating a little faster. You may notice tenseness in your muscles again. This is because of the anger that has been caused by people or events in your life. And this time you know just what to do, because there is another trunk in the corner of the room. And so you continue to think about those events for just a moment. And then you walk over to the trunk and you gather up those memories along with all the anger, and you place it in the trunk away from your body. You gather up the frustration and you place it in the trunk. You let it go. Again, you're not locking it away forever. You're just relieving yourself of the burden of carrying around that emotion. You can revisit this at any time. It's still yours. You can always come back to this room to work with the anger, to help you relieve yourself of the burden. When you're done placing the anger and frustration into the trunk, you notice you're now feeling calm and relaxed again. You know this is because you have let go of that anger, and it no longer has a hold on you. You're learning to control it, and you've learned not to let it be the burden that it once was. You feel that sense of calm as it spreads from your shoulders, which are nice and relaxed. It spreads down to your arms, down through your legs. And you're feeling such a sense of peace now that you have let this go. Again, you close the lid on the trunk, but you don't lock it. because you don't want to lock this away forever. Just merely keep it safe, away from your body, so that it does not have to be the burden it used to be. You spend another minute thinking about these things and noticing how much more relaxed you are, the sense of peace that you've got. And then you decide it's time to move to the third room. You walk out of the room painted with anger into the hallway, and again you leave the door open behind you so that you can revisit this room anytime you want. You continue walking down the hall, and when you get to the third door and open it, you find another bedroom. This time it's painted a color for joy, the color of happiness, of all things good. As you walk in, the sunlight is streaming in through the windows, and you notice how brightly lit the room is. You notice how happy and light you feel in this room. The continued sense of peace and calm that you feel as you stand in this room is very noticeable. In this room there is also a trunk, but this time the trunk is different because it's already full. You walk over to it, and when you look down, you see all the things, the people, the events that have made you feel happy, proud, memories that you might have forgotten, things that you have failed to reflect on because of all the weight of the burdens. But now, since you've released yourself from those burdens and you feel so much lighter and at peace, you're ready to take those things back. As you sift through the trunk, you find the happy, wholesome times, the people you love and who love you, the events that have made you joyful. And you pull them out and you arm yourself with them. You enjoy each one for what it was, whether it lasted a minute, a day, or a lifetime. You notice a continued sense of peace and relaxation and a growing happiness and comfort with yourself as you reflect on these memories. And you know that when you leave this room, they will come with you, and you will continue to feel this sense of peace and relaxation. You stand in the room, sifting through the trunk, and you enjoy your time in this room. You don't want to leave, but it is time. This time you leave the trunk open, because you know you'll definitely be back to visit this room as well. As you leave the room, you carry a sense of calm, peace, and joy. And you walk into the hall. Again, you leave the door open. You pass the anger room. You glance in, but you maintain your calm feeling because you know that you are now armed with all the things you need to help you feel calm. You have relieved yourself of the burden of the anger, frustration, and you can leave it behind. You continue down the hall, past the sad and anxious room. You glance in. Again, you leave all of that anxiety and sadness in the trunk. You can leave it and all that hurt in that room, knowing it's no longer your burden. So you continue down the hall and you enter the great big room once again. You look around, you're thankful and happy at what this house has given you. This house has given you a place of safety, a place where you can no longer have that weight on your shoulders. You walk out of the front door of the house and down the steps of the porch. Once again, you're walking through the woods. It's still a beautiful, warm day. The sun is still shining, showering you in warmth, You continue to walk through the woods back to your original starting point, and you continue to focus on your breathing, in through your nose and out through your mouth. You continue to carry with you that sense of calm and peace that you found in the house. The sunlight is spreading its warmth once again from the top of your head down through your shoulders. Feel that warmth as it spreads down into your fingers, rejuvenating your body, down your back, down your torso, down your legs, all the way into your feet. Continue to breathe in through your nose and out through your mouth. Focus on how different your body feels now compared to before when you entered the forest. There was tension, tightness, and weight. And now your body feels light, unburdened, and relaxed. Your breathing is even, and your thoughts are calm. You continue to breathe, enjoying this feeling of serenity. I'm going to count backwards, and when I'm done, and you're ready, you can open your eyes. Until then, continue to breathe deeply in through your nose, out through your mouth. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Whenever you're ready, you can open your eyes.